Yes, at the OR Tambo International Airport this afternoon as we track impact of the strike action by SAA pilots. So we've been moving around from the morning to this afternoon, just getting a sense of how things are moving as we see commuters one after the other just queuing here to get a sense of what has been happening and if then they'll get to their destinations without any disruptions. What we've picked up is that we hear that there are at least 60% of the disruptions to services here, but most of those airlines would be international airlines. Here at home, Cape Town yesterday was already experiencing somewhat of disruptions, but we hear SAA just giving us a sense of the contingency plans that they have in place as they also plead for patience with their commuters here to bear with them as they try to resolve this impasse. I'm going to bring into the conversation one commuter that's coming home. You're going to Cape Town. I'm sure it must have been an exciting time to find yourself just heading into Cape Town. You're connecting here at the OR Tambo International Airport. Maybe let's get a sense of where are you coming from? How long was the flight really to South Africa? And give us a sense of what you experienced when you touched down here at the OR Tambo International Airport. Welcome to the SABC.
Oh, hello, good evening, good afternoon. I come from New Zealand and I've been on the plane for the last 28 hours. And our experience is tiring, very tiring. Yeah. If you speak about pilots, they got a very important duty. If you look at it in a logical sense, they've got thousands of people's lives in their hands in the air. We as the passengers can do nothing about it. We depend on them to bring us safe home, to take us to our destinations. And the knowledge and the experience they need to have is huge. It's not for anyone. You got to have a high IQ in order to become a pilot. So for pilots to demand a 30% increase in salary, I think it's justified. If you think about the lives that they got in their hands, just think about that. We, the passengers, depend on them to bring us home safe. And it's only, like I said, through their experience and their knowledge.
Let's get a sense then of really when you touched down at the OR Tambo International Airport. Were you aware that there's a strike action? Did you experience or notice something that was different here in terms of how things were moving? The queue, you joined the queue. Is it a smooth sail according to you? And really, when you look at it, this strike action, what do you think it would take for it to really come to an end, looking at the fact that we're also approaching the festive season?
I'm not aware of any strikes that are going on in South Africa. The first time I hear about it now. The delays you get is holiday season. There's an influx of passengers. And you can expect this. I've just come from New Zealand. I went to Melbourne. I flew to Abu Dhabi. From Abu Dhabi, I flew into Johannesburg. And now I'm waiting to fly out to Cape Town. And the waiting, I don't think you can compare that to anything, man. It's nothing. If you're a passenger, if you travel, especially from overseas, you got to have that patience. If you don't have that patience, you're going to lose it.
Yeah. Let's get your experience with SAA. I mean, really, we see the airline just trying to pick up the pieces as well in terms of just trying to get profitable and be in the skies as we would want it to be. Maybe give us a sense of your experiences with other airlines. You're coming from New Zealand. Comparing it to SAA, really, would you say that there is a need to safeguard the future of SAA looking at what has been happening here as our state airline?
I've been in New Zealand for over 20 years. And every year I come to Cape Town, I come home for a holiday, 6 weeks or so on. And I flew all the airlines you can mention. I flew on all of them. Because every year I fly a different airline. And South African Airlines is actually one of the top. It's one of the better airlines, according to my experience.
So you wouldn't change it?
No, I wouldn't change it.
Really wish you everything of the best in terms of your journey. Welcome home. Welcome to South Africa. It's sunny, so yeah, please do enjoy it. But yeah,
from a rainy town, Auckland.
But at least you're looking. What are you looking forward to? The sun, I guess.
the food, the family, the son, and the bride. Lovely.
People as well.
The people, of course.
Thank you very much for giving us your time. Really a lovely customer experience there. As you hear, most of them just giving us a sense that there haven't been that much of disruption in terms of the waiting period, the waiting time. And also when you look at the boards as well, you can see that there are less delays from the SAA side. There are less cancellations from the SAA side. And I guess the contingency plans that they had said that they're putting in place are starting to bear fruit here. But we're looking forward to them just coming together and meeting the pilots so that they can resolve this impasse once and for all. I'm Katlego Legodi for SABC News at the OR Tambo International Airport.